I am being joined today on the program with Kayode Aderemi Esquire. Welcome to the program. I don't know, I'm still trying to get Akinremi and Aderemi, so I hope you do forgive me on that. Married people consider divorce. At what stage do you get to know that this, I need to file for divorce?
All right, so I'll examine or address the question from two perspectives. All right. First, I will address it from the perspective of culture and religion, and then on the other side, I will address it from the point of view of the law. All right. So, what does culture and religion say? You talked about God not wanting divorce the other time and all that. You know, when vows have been exchanged in the pulpit, you hear things like "until death do us part." Okay. So, the implication of that is that don't go your separate ways except you die. All right. That's why you see a lot of religious leaders admonish, their congregants or religious adherents, to stick with the marriage or to the marriage until, no matter what happens. People at times approach their religious leaders with battered faces, beating blue, black, and the likes.
And they will still tell them
exactly, yeah, because, the marital creed, as far as society, or religion is concerned, is until death do us part. I will still take that vow till today anyways. So it forms a kind of expectation in the minds of those that are there, to want to stick through the thick and thin. And at times, some die there, like already. I don't cite examples. Some die in the process of sticking till death do them part, right? But that's what society or religion expects, right? But as far as the law is concerned, that is not the case, all right? By the way, there are at least three kinds of marriage in Nigeria. We have the customary kind of marriage where bride price is paid. By the way, many do not know that bride price is not English marriage. It's not the white wedding. It's not Nikai, like we say. Bride price is customary, all right, where you pay some amounts. Of course, the amounts will vary from place to place, or person to family to family. And you do some other things. In some places, you buy some yams. In some places, you buy palm wine, cola nuts and the likes, all right? That's customary marriage. So what custom requires that you do it. Once that's done, you are married under the custom, all right? If you are a Muslim, you can opt for the Nikai. That is, you get married according to Islamic rites. That's Islamic marriage, all right? If you are a Christian, the white wedding, so-called, some erroneously call it court marriage. By the way, nobody gets married in the court. It is called statutory marriage.
Nobody gets married in the court?
No, court only divorces. There's no court marriage. So you have statutory marriage, all right, which is by the law, or white wedding as they call it. We have
the customary and Islamic, marriage. These are the three ones. We have what you call the Matrimonial Causes Act, all right. It's a law enforced in Nigeria. Section 15 of that act says, subsection 2, provides a list of things that can happen that can make a party to a marriage up to the, go to the court to opt for. Your ears are itching to hear them. We have section 18, which talks about constructive desertion. What it means is that we are married, right? All right. You are abusive to me. You always insult me. You make me feel less of a human as my wife. You keep on saying sort of things to me, and I feel so bad and down when I go to work and all that. If it's affecting my productivity and what makes me a human, and I choose to leave the house, all right, in that case, you call that constructive desertion, all right, in the sense that I didn't leave because I wanted to leave. I left because you made me leave. That's constructive desertion. So these are things, like I said, it's in the law, all right? So law does not say wait till you die or you're about to die before you leave. So when any of these things happen, all right, you can approach the court for another resolution for marriage. So I know you've listed a large number of them, but let's bring it down to Nigeria. And I know cheating and domestic violence should be on the list, as you know.
Yeah, so there you've asked two questions in one. The first one is cheating, part of it.
Yes.
Well, it is called adultery in the law. All right, adultery is a ground for divorce. However, the law states the same Matrimonial Causes Act I cited then states that the co-adulterer, the person you are alleging that your spouse has committed adultery with, must be joined to that suit. All right, so it varies. For the part of the men, most times when they approach us for the solution, the reason they give is that their wives have been so abusive, not supportive, very rude, or at times unkempt.
you know, unruly and the likes. So it's basically about having a nagging woman, you know, or someone that is not too patient, oftentimes speaks and then thinks. All right. So it's about the behavior of the woman most times when men approach us for the solution. But I'm speaking in general terms.
Yes, please.
On the flip side, for the woman, it is about the man having extramarital affairs. So in the aggregate, that's what I've noticed. So 10 out of every man that approach us for the solution, you know, 9 of them have this reason I've stated. And then for the women, 10 that approach us, about 8 or 7 of them have these reasons. On a lighter note, by the way, on a lighter note, Miriam, I saw a picture, I think sometime last month, where a couple were in court for dissolution or divorce, and they wore what Yorubas call anko.
Yes, I saw that picture.
Anko means you are wearing the uniform, same kind of thing.
That should be
attire. So, and from what I heard, I think it's a joke, by the way. Anyway, you know, and I think the judge said, I think you're not ready. You're not ready.
I do agree.
You guys, yeah, exactly. That's a lighter note, like I said. So, by law, there is an expectation from the lawyer, and of course, the parties, to ensure that steps have been taken towards mediation. In fact, in trial or hearing of, you know, divorce petition cases, when you are leading your witness, that is your client, one of the questions you ask your clients is, have you taken steps to ensure settlement? You know, it's a requirement, although it's not a sine qua non requirement, though it can be overlooked since you filed form for reconciliation. But some judges would insist that you ask your clients and to be on record that steps were taken to ensure that things got better. And then it failed. Right. So,
you know, I like that part of the law, still trying to make adjustments.
Yeah, pastor.
What are the processes involved? You mentioned it was rigorous initially. Is it too rigorous that one cannot really follow up?
Okay, yeah. So, for records, I didn't say it was rigorous. You said so.
Oh, okay. I said it was rigorous.
I said it's not as simple as what we see on TV.
But that's rigorous.
As opposed to, well, if you call the process rigorous, fine. But what most people think, I've had some ladies walk out to my office and they said, lawyer, I want divorce papers. And I said, excuse me, what do you say? Prepare the letter. In fact, most times they call it divorce letter. So in their minds, they have come to my office for me to draft a document, put their name, put their husband's
so just
name,
to put
and she takes it home for him to sign there. They are like.
For one watching now, is probably in the verge, like almost at that point of filing divorce or getting through it. I just wanted to say something to them. Either to encourage them. I don't know if we're going to call it encourage because I don't want to look like what. Again, it's the law. You call me the pastor here, but I just want us to, you know, have a conclusion on this.
Well, for in one statement, I think we should ensure that the solution should be the last port of call. You know, let it be the last resort. Try everything to make it work first. All right. And if it's not working, or if it's affecting your life or sanity, I think you may need to take a break.
There you have it. Thank you so much for coming on the program today.
Miriam.
It's been an amazing time.